This video will demonstrate 15 examples of Japanese foot massage warm-up techniques. Warm-up techniques are light, smooth movements which help to improve circulation, relax the muscles of the feet, and relax the client. We begin the Japanese foot massage using this long stroking technique. This technique will increase circulation to the entire foot and leg and help to relax the client. Make sure that your strokes are very light, smooth. Maintain an even amount of pressure throughout the application and remember to only use one hand at a time. Begin stroking the outside of the shin bone. Keep your elbow relaxed and dropped so that your arm supplies the necessary light pressure. Place the palm of your left or outer hand on the top of the foot. This part of the foot is also known as the dorsal side. Keep your fingers at a 45-degree angle to the shin bone. Make sure to use plenty of lubrication. A hairy leg will require a little more. Stroke the foot and leg with the palm and bottom half of the fingers on your outer hand. Then begin stroking the inside of the foot and leg. Using your right or inner hand, stroke the area between the shin bone and the calf muscle. Make sure that the fingers are pointed at a 45-degree angle to the bone and remain at that angle while stroking the entire leg and foot. This is a fast stroking technique which is used to warm and relax the feet. Applications of this technique should only last a short period of time or your hands will become tired. Begin stroking along the foot. Make sure that you have enough lubrication on your hands for smooth stroking. Stroke rapidly back and forth along the arch and the top of the foot. Alternate the direction of your hands to keep the strokes going in opposite directions. Cover the entire arch and top of the foot. When stroking across the foot, alternate the direction of each stroke. Use the entire palm and the fingers to move quickly, vigorously, and smoothly back and forth across the foot. Do not continue onto the toes because you want to avoid scratching yourself on the client's toenails. This is another technique that is used for warming the feet using the entire palm. You can either apply straight or circular strokes for this technique. Use rapid back and forth strokes with enough lubrication for smooth movements. Keep your wrist and elbow relaxed so that your stroking remains smooth. To begin straight stroking on the top of the foot, use the fingers of your outer hand to stroke up the foot. You can also apply a circular stroke to the top of the foot using the palm of your hand. Use your fingertips as a pivot point as you stroke in a circle. Next, begin stroking the arch of the foot. Again, you can use either a straight or a circular stroke. Stroke by moving up the arch from your fingertips to your palm. Use plenty of lubrication so that the stroke remains smooth. Begin stroking up the inside of the foot with the palm of your hand. The movement should be coming from your elbow and shoulders to minimize the stress to your wrist. Finish the stroke by circling down the arch and back to the starting point. The size of the circles must be adjusted to suit each foot. This vibration technique is unique to Japanese foot massage. It is a very important part of the warm-up, but it is also used in between other techniques to relax the muscle tissue after the application of deep, stimulating techniques. For this technique, you will be quickly flipping the foot back and forth between your hands. The fingers should not bend during this application. Start by practicing slowly. When applied properly, the entire leg from the foot to the upper thigh should shake smoothly. This is one of the most fundamental techniques in Japanese foot massage. With practice, you should be able to increase the speed of your stroking until the client feels one continuous and smooth stimulation. As you stroke faster, always make sure to start and end at the same place. Make sure that you use enough lubrication so that you do not pull the client's skin. Slide the outer hand up toward the big toe while continuing to squeeze. The pressure between the palm and the inside of your fingers should remain even. Do not apply too much pressure. Place the inner hand over the ankle. Grasp and gently squeeze the ankle, applying even pressure between the palm and fingers of your inner hand. Continue stroking up the arch toward the big toe with your inner hand. Concentrate on making the motion smooth, especially during the exchanges. This technique strokes the ball of the foot with alternating thumbs and is performed rapidly with relatively light pressure. If you are applying slightly heavier pressure, slow down the rate of application to about 1 stroke per second. To avoid tiring your thumbs, make sure that the client's foot is not rigid and is moving from left to right while you are applying this technique. Use just enough lubrication to allow your thumbs to smoothly glide over the surface of the skin. More lubrication will be necessary for rapid strokes. Stroke with the entire side of the thumb and not just with the tip. Make sure to cover the entire ball of the foot. This example can be applied together with the previous example to warm the upper half of the foot and the toes, or it can be performed separately. Toes are very important for a good body structure. They are also important for proper qi flow in the body because the meridians begin and end at the toes. You can use either straight or curved up stroking for this example. You will be performing upstroking on the small toes. This step is the same as the previous steps, except it is applied on the outer 4 toes. Stroke 4 to 6 times with alternating thumbs as you move down to work on each toe. The fingers must be behind each toe for firm support so that the toe will not bend backward as you apply the stroke. This technique is excellent for warming and relaxing the foot in preparation for deeper work. It is very similar to example 6, except that it is applied to the center of the foot instead of the ball of the foot. As in example 6, make sure that the foot is moving from left to right. However, the foot will not move as much in this example. Be sure to stroke by using the entire side of the thumb, not just the tip. Alternate strokes with your thumbs and begin to move slowly down toward the heel. Make smaller strokes as you reach the edge of the heel pad. This technique is often combined with the previous technique to gently stimulate the middle of the foot with the tips and upper parts of the thumbs. It can be used to stimulate the middle of the foot deeply, but the angle of the thumb must be raised to apply deeper pressure while the fingertips are hooked firmly around the top of the foot. The movements in this technique come primarily from the shoulder and the wrist, not from the thumb. Stroke upward with the outer thumb toward the big toe. Keep the thumb pointed upward to minimize stress to the thumb joint. As the outer thumb reaches just below the ball of the foot under the big toe, place the inner thumb where the left one started its stroke. Repeat the stroke with the inner thumb up to the ball of the foot. Stroke with alternating thumbs for 10 to 20 strokes. Move the thumbs one thumb width at a time away from the arch. Repeat stroking in the middle of the foot with alternating thumbs. This is a good technique for releasing tension in the arch of the foot, especially if a client's feet fatigue easily. This example is applied by stroking with the back of the hand and fingers. Do not stroke using the knuckles of your closed fist during warm-up. This gives too much stimulation because the angles of the knuckles are sharper. Keep your shoulders, elbows, and wrists loose. Fold the fingers of your inner right hand toward the palm and position the backs of your fingers and knuckles just below the ball of the foot under the big toe. Maintain a fair amount of lubrication throughout the stroke. Gently stroke upward while at the same time releasing the foot with the other hand.